Fish Games.
What's up, guys? Fish Games, and we're here with Magus the Bargain, talking about some more Dollar Generals.
So if you want to see the video we already did Azorius, Orzhov, Dimir, Izzet, and Rakdos. Today we are going to show you a deck tech of Golgari, and Grohl, and Boros, and Selesnya, and Sick. Let's get to it. All right, so these 10 decks I built with the Dollar Generals rules that I made up myself. Everything has to be under $1 on Scryfall. You can use mythics, you can use anything that's legal in Commander, or house rule in any unstable, unglued cards. You can't use auto includes like Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, anything which if you were building 10 decks, you would need 10 copies of. So this Golgari deck, this is our general, Barrels, and the Golgari Fine Broker, Hatchery Spider. Sometimes the cards get reversed. So I'm just gonna put them all going the same way. The signets are a good include. So that's not an auto include in every deck. Oh, and I got a couple of them signed. Svetlin Valinov, really cool artist. Undercity Uprising, Grave Shell, Necroplasm. Have to check if that's still $1. The Zombie, Necrotic Wound, Trestle Troll. Can't believe this is still $1. Golgari Decoy, Erstwhile Trooper, bunch of lands, Corpse Jack Menace, Dark Blast. And just make sure after you lend out your decks that you're turning all the cards the same way. It may not seem like a big deal, but when you're shuffling, you can split a sleeve if a sleeve is upside down and it gets hit by another sleeve the wrong way, as you can see with these basic lands. Sewer Shambler, Golgari Locket, got some more forests. Here's an alternate general, the Treasured Find, Gaze of Granite. And this is just an example. Don't worry about how many lands are in these decks. You can build your own by grabbing whatever you have in your collection that is $1 or less. Dead Bridge Chant is a nice mythic right there. So the goal of this format is to basically find homes for cards that aren't really played that much, because you're limiting your resources and you're expanding your creativity. Putrefy, now that's a nice include, and one of my favorites, Mausoleum Secrets, tutor as an instant. And this 5/5 for 4. Running out of space here. Golgari Thug, is it still under $1? I gotta check. Yell at me in the comments section if any of these is over $1. If you point anything out and I see that it's over $1, I'm gonna swap it out for some other cards that are legal in our Dollar Generals format. We can go across the bottom like this. A Molder Hulk. And a Grizzly Salvage is good. Dark Heart of the Woods.
You can't see.
Oh. Yeah, that's a Dark Heart of the Wood. It's on the bottom, as you can see. This is the Gorgon right there. The Moldervine Cloak is definitely a good card. These basic lands are great. And here's the last card. We have some tokens, which I included. And that's about it. I have some cards put aside in case any of these cards go over $1, so I can swap them in. Yeah, do you want to say anything about this one before we go to the next deck list?
Let's go to it.
All right.
Yeah, we got a lot of comments of people saying they wanted to get a deck list if we had one. So instead, I just figured we'd make the second video, and if you guys are interested and you have any more questions, let us know.
And it's not a competitive format, so you don't have to have a perfected deck. If you're playing a few extra lands, a few more lands than you're supposed to, it's fine. When in doubt, just add a couple more lands to your deck, and you'll draw a couple more lands. You'll be able to cast your commander again once more. You'll probably win.
The whole point of it is to have fun. You know?
Yes, this is one of the most fun ones because like you want to avoid having non-creature spells in your deck. And what I did for this was I took out some non-creature spells right here. These are some outtakes, some small creatures, and actually they're mostly creatures. I had a lot of extra cards in this deck, but I don't want to show you the outtakes. I want to show you what's in the deck.
What's inside?
So for this deck, the reason there's so many outtakes is because I started expanding it beyond the realms of the Ravnica world. Put in some stuff from Arcadian Masks. Discard a card from your hand, search for a basic land. That is good because we're playing so many basic lands in this deck. We got the Farmhand. Do not underestimate little cards like the Farmhand. And the Farhaven Elf. And the Archetype of Endurance. Definitely not. Oh, and no, definitely not from Ravnica. So I was going off the flavor for a little bit with the Fertilid and the Firebird. So you want to make your Dollar Generals a little bit more competitive without totally stomping the table. It's good to start with a theme and then add a Jawari, the Earth, the Flame, or whatever. Oh, and a Drakuseth. This owns games. Even the Savage Ventmaw right here is great. And then we have some stuff from Ravnica again. The Yavimaya Granger, the Scar Guildmage, and this is definitely... the reason why I put this in this deck instead of another deck is because it's a creature. And it fits most in the Gruul archetype. Rumbling Slum, Burning Tree Emissary. It's a free 2/2. And Artisan of Kozilek. I don't usually like Eldrazi, but this is a great one. And a Solemn Simulacrum, because like, why not? A Stone Coil Serpent, same reason. But let me know in the comments section if you know of any creatures, big creatures that would fit in this deck. I'm not an aficionado of big creatures in Magic. I usually don't even draft them in the first place. The Dragon Whisperer is cool. And what's this card like? It's the Behemoth, not Behemoth, the Colossus.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't believe I can't think of it right now.
It's in Elves from Jumpstart.
It's in Elves. The guess the card, win the card is not the energy is not with me right now.
I'm just having like a brain dead moment.
I bet you can get the answer really, really quick just sitting at home being like, of course it's that card. It's over $1, the thing that it's like.
Yeah.
Rurik Thar is good. And a Terastrodon is great. Some of these I can't believe that they're still under $1. I'll have to check. Oh, and the Borborygmos. You got both of them, so if someone names one, you can cast the other. The Python Needle meme. So you know what I'm talking about. It has trample. It gives all your creatures like pluses and trample, and it just overruns the entire game.
It's better than that one.
This one has won a game or two. These are some forests. Another forest. Skarg of the Rage Pits. So that is the Gruul deck. Gruul. And these were the outtakes that weren't quite good enough to make the cut. Tell me if I'm wrong about any of these. Say like, oh no, they're totally playable. Core Clan Rampager. Yeah, in 1v1. Maybe this. Wild Cantor. Yeah, the Zertod Druid. I'm thinking of putting it back in. Because it just taps for a mana. Of course, we could be playing something like Llanowar Elves to even out our curve.
Yeah, Llanowar Elf. There's no Llanowar Elves?
Nope.
Oh, man.
No Llanowar Elves. That seems like a missed opportunity.
Yeah. Throw out Llanowar Elves and anything. That's great. Throw all the elves in there. Why not?
Yeah, more ramp with this because you really have to get to 5 and then have this survive to do anything with this deck.
It's a lot.
So the thing with these Dollar General decks is that you got to work hard to win with them. They're not just like a CEDH, easy win, go on to the next game, which is how I prefer to play Magic. But it's a brewer's paradise right now. We got a Tajik. That's a Legion. We got some Soldat. Oh, and an Empty Sleep. I was wondering what was in that. Justice Strike. Oh, Assemble the Legion is great. Light of the Legion. You see a theme? Lots of Legionnaires.
Legions Unite.
And a Foundry Champion. Boros Guild Mage. So the theme is we have a lot of the Boros watermarks on these. Could be playing the uncard that gives you a bonus for the watermarks. And a Deafening Clarion. That's nice. Sunholm Guildmage, Spark Trooper, Shattering Blow. Don't underestimate this card. Probably even, well, I'm not going to say it's playable in Modern. Because we have Wear Tear. Which, I think if Wear Tear is under $1, I'd put Wear Tear in this deck too. Razia's Purification. Each player chooses 3 permanents. They could be lands. You just destroy the rest. For 6 mana, it's a lot, but it's not land destruction. They get to keep 3 of their lands, so they could rebuild, possibly. And a Frontline Mythic. And a Legion's Initiative Mythic. That's definitely still under $1. And a Boros Signet. Best card in the deck. A giant Sky Knight Legionnaire. We got the Plains, got the Blaze Commando, a Sunforger. I haven't broken out these decks in a long time. We got the Guildgate, which is decent. Fresh Face Recruit. That might come out for something. Not seeing Lightning Helix. Bright Flame. Oh, Boros Reckoner. Oh, here's Lightning Helix. There it is. Yeah, they're under $1. Boros Locket. Got some plans. And a Legion War Boss. Yeah, Wear Tear is in this deck. What am I talking about? That is under $1. And Leave No Trace. You can screenshot that. And then some soldier tokens. So are these decks pretty evenly matched against each other? I don't know. Some of them are better than others. But we got to play to find out which ones those are. So I highly recommend when you're building Dollar Generals decks that you build a full set of 10 decks all at once, get 1,000 cards together. Because if you decide that a card is not right for one deck, you can switch it quickly to another one. Here's one of the best ones. It's the Selesnya, and one of the main reasons it's so good is because of this commander, Trostani Discordant. This Crown is a nice rare as well. Scatter the Seeds. March of the Multitudes. Knight of Autumn. Join Shields. A couple more lands. A World Soul Colossus. Some more lands. Grove of the Guardian. Selesnya Locket. So this is just to give you a feel of what's what. It's not so you can copy a deck list, because let's face it, you should just grab whatever cards you have lying around and throw together a deck, because that's the way to do it. Advent of the Worm. The Clue Stone. The Venerated Loxodon is great. So is a Watch Wolf for a nice early 3-drop. Oh, 2-drop, that is a 3/3. Call the Conclave, same thing. Druid's Deliverance, Sundering Vitae. So I haven't really upgraded this the same way I upgraded the Groll yet. Maybe it will be the next one. Not sure. Devouring Light, Seed Spark, Eyes in the Skies, Trostani's Summoner. And these split cards. Unflinching Courage is nice. So is this Loxodon Smiter. Centaur Heel. This Conclave Tribunal is excellent removal.
Yeah, it's great.
Dryad Militant. Do not underestimate this 1-drop.
I was just like, I played these cards so much in like limited and standard back in the day.
And another card signed by Svetlin Valinov. Well, all your creatures get +3/+3. That is a huge bonus.
Yeah.
The Sundering Growth, you get to populate and destroy something. It's a nice 2-for-1. Rootborn Defenses. It protects your entire team. So does Loxodon Hierarch. So it's good protection versus sweepers. You got the Armada Worm. Oh, will you look up the green card that we're trying to think of?
No. I think, Craterhoof Behemoth.
Craterhoof Behemoth. It's Craterhoof Behemoth at home. So Craterhoof Behemoth also does not go in this deck because it's over $1.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that.
Craterhoof Behemoth is the least casual Magic card that I know of. Because you think you're playing a casual game and they're like, Craterhoof Behemoth? And I'm like, well, you're not wrong. It's not a casual card. But it's a very uncasual way of trampling the entire table. What would it take to make Craterhoof Behemoth not casual at all? You'd have to have something that gets a lot of creatures out. Like just swarms the board by turn 3, maybe.
Yeah.
But let us know in the comment section what is the most broken card to combo with Craterhoof Behemoth to just swarm the board. Is it Arboreal Grazer plus the thing that makes insects, the bestow thing that used to be played in Nadu?
Oh yeah.
Plus
the Mount Horizon.
Oh, you also have to use one of those bounce lands and the what's the amulet? The Amulet of Vigor. That's a 4-card combo. But it works. It swarms the board with infinite reach 0/3 creatures. No one can attack you with unblocked, and then you can just swarm the board. But you could give them all +1, because you don't need a Craterhoof Behemoth to do that. So it's not really a Craterhoof combo.
I think I asked you this in the last video, but maybe I didn't. Out of all the decks, out of all 10 of the decks, which one do you think is your favorite?
My favorite? I like the Orzhov one. It doesn't win quite as much as it should. Mm-hmm. But because the reason it doesn't win is because people look at the commander and they're like, oh no, if you get to 7 mana, you're just going to win. but it's not actually true.
Yeah. So this is the commander?
No, this is maybe my least favorite of all the decks.
No, I'm saying that's the commander.
Oh yeah, that's the commander. I'm gonna put these back real quick as well. These were from. Let me show you the tokens for the Boros deck that we just looked at. We got Soldier. No, this is for the Selesnya deck that we just looked at. So we got a bunch of tokens and some outtakes right here. More tokens, more worm tokens, the Rhino tokens. You just need so many tokens.
There's a lot of tokens.
Yeah.
So it's good to have those outtakes in your deck box. You never know when you need to switch it up.
A price of a card might go up, and then you have to swap it out for a basic land if you don't have a, because that's one of the rules. If you don't have a sideboard of like a couple cards that you can swap in, then you just grab a basic land. Those
that's
be the rules.
Pretty simple to do.
Right. So we got the oozes and the frogs and the drakes and the outtakes. So these are some outtakes of the Simic deck. I'm going to show them first. And this are the tokens. So look forward to things that make drakes, things that make things into frog lizards, things that make oozes. Yes, these are the cards that were not quite good enough to make the cut. Tell me if I'm wrong. Biomantric Mastery. Yeah, because we want 7 drops. It's a casual table, remember that. We got huge Simic Sky Swallowers, which are great at casual tables. Casual meaning you'll probably live past turn 4.
Probably.
Uncontested. I don't think any of these decks can kill you on turn 4. This is a great card. Especially if you want to blow up a artifact or enchantment every single turn. That's a good way of controlling the stacks pieces. This card is one of my favorite cards in this set. Because, yeah, I won like a championship by mixing this with a pack rat.
Ooh.
And I called it 8 rat because it was basically, they were pack rat 5 through 8. You play them on turn 1, pack rat on turn 2, and you just make a rat on turn 3, and it would just grow with the pack rats. You'd kill your opponent a turn earlier than they were expecting. It was already a good deck. It was because there was a mono blue deck and a mono black deck back then, and both decks had a lot of cards from them banned. So I just took the unbanned half and shuffled them together. And that was the winning deck, the Dimir. So that's what to do. If 2 of your favorite decks, some cards get banned, you just shuffle the other halves to get together. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff in Commander because there's so much of if 1 card gets banned, it's only 1 out of 99 cards. If it's in Modern and 3 cards get banned, well, that's like 13 cards then that got banned. No,
12?
9. Because you had one as a so just recently with the Boros Energy.
Oh yeah.
You had basically 8 banned from the main deck if you're playing 4 One Rings. And then 1 from the command zone. The Special Frog, the Cyto Shape, Mystic Genesis, Shark to Crab.
Yeah, they banned so many of those Ikoria cards.
Yeah, they're not going to get... Wizards of the Coast is not going to get sued by Transformers and being too close to Sharkticons because Hasbro owns both of them. It doesn't matter. They can do whatever they want. Universes Beyond. The Lockets. The Shamble Shark. Remember when these cards came out? I was so excited for... Oh no! Oh no! This is in the wrong deck. This is a Lawmage's Binding. It doesn't go in here.
Oh my god.
It goes in the other deck. So go back to the other video and say Lawmage's Binding was supposed to be in that 98 card deck because it got misplaced into this deck instead.
It happens.
Oops. Oops.
All
So I'm gonna put this in yeah, they're all in the same sleeve. Because these guild sleeves, I can't afford guild sleeves. They are so expensive.
So expensive.
Yeah, we'll give you $100 for 1,000 guild sleeves.
That's a lot of dollars.
Yep, I don't care if you have them custom made. There we go. I hope that's the right amount of cards. I guess I'll count them right now. Look at that.
All right. That wraps the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you're thinking about giving Dollar Generals a try, let us know. If you have any questions, comments, put them in the comment section. Thanks for stopping by Magus the Bargain, making some videos. If you want to check out Magus the Bargain's channels, link in the description. Leave us a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys can. I appreciate all the love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.